Well, it's been once we've done one of these, and it's about time too, because in a way, it's kind of shocking to see something like this happen. For over, what, 2 years? 3 years now? Probably feels a little longer, a little less. They've been talking about the WWE Network ever since the first Undertaker Triple H match at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania 18, but the more recent one before the end of the era. I don't remember exactly which number because I'm going for a million things in my head right now. So, with that being said, I mean, it's been forever since we've ever talked about this stupid network. And let's look at WWE's past for a second. Let's look at what they've done. They've had classics on demand forever. I mean, they still do it. I think the only reason they do it is because Zack Ryder can have a TV show, Ice Free or whatever the fuck he does. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, you're getting him some exposure somehow, I guess. So, ever since he had his little True Long Island story or whatever the hell it was, I mean, the guy is nothing now. So at least give him something. So classic on the man, you have fucking Zack Ryder. But along with that abomination of called Zack Ryder, you have a lot of things like the Legends Roundtable. You had classic events from all over the place, and normally this wouldn't be a big deal. I'd be happy about the WWE Network, but they already spoiled it. It's been spoiled for weeks, spoiled for months. At Las Vegas, I'm just watching to see it confirmed, pretty much. But it is confirmed, and I'll tell you why. Because WWE has had so much time on this network. They've had so much loss of revenue to this network. They need to push it out somehow and get some of that investment back. I mean, you had Total Divas as an actual show, a premier show on this network, and it's on E. Or it still could be on E. I don't know. It just depends what they do. I mean, but they're gonna have like Legends House, which would be amazing. I mean, just put Iron Sheik in that house alone, and it'll be fucking crazy. Let alone all the other legends you're gonna put in this house, like Roddy Piper and all the other fuckheads, and that's gonna be amazing. But and there's probably another show, a few shows that I'm missing. But the main picture of this network is twofold. Especially during WrestleMania season, like pay-per-views are what, $30, $40, especially during WrestleMania. But a general pay-per-view, for paying for it, unless you're not streaming it along for flying for free, like the rest of those fuckers that don't want to pay for this shit. Probably $20, $30. The WrestleMania probably add another 10 or 20 to that, and you actually have maybe an accurate price for a pay-per-view. But with this network, you have it. I'm guessing the initial subscriber is $10, which really cuts that in half, or just downsizes the price of a pay-per-view. Unless they have an add-on, you want to buy pay-per-view for the network, sure, go for it. Just add a $5 fee or whatever. I don't think that's how they're going to do it, but that's how I do it. You pay for the network, but you want a pay-per-view. We're not going to give it for free. But I mean, I'm guessing the initial thing is give them free pay-per-views, suck them in, and then eventually do that $5 fee or whatever they're going to do. That's just probably a cheap marketing ploy. But the fact that WrestleMania was originally supposed to be free when the network was supposed to be had a few years ago was actually interesting. How they're going to do that. But in the WrestleMania season, it's probably best to do it now while they still can, and get a little buy for Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble, and every pay-per-view thereafter. Get an extra revenue because you can watch it on your app, your stupid retarded WWE app, which no one uses because it's rigged. You have your smartphone, your Xbox 360, PS2, PS3, if those still work, or they've already moved the PS4, Xbox One. That'll probably be next. And you can watch online. You can watch free fucking streams, which is awesome. But you can pay for it on WWE's website or whatever the fuck, or on your tablet, or it's endless. It's adding another thing for the WWE network, just adding another outlet to watch it. Or you could do the cheap thing and go to a Hooters or whatever, or Wingstop or whatever, whoever airs it, and watch it there. And have a great time. Have free beer too. Why not? Or you have to pay for your beer, but still, it's probably less than WWE Network. Except if you're a fun drunk, then you probably might as well just stay at home and drink your own beer. But that's beside the point. The major point I'm trying to make here is the network's going to be amazing. But that's only the one side of the coin. The other devil's advocate here is something I have been dreading, but awaiting at the same time. And that's the fact that Chris Benoit is finally going to have his fucking shit back on the network. Now, granted, WWE is going to, have a advisory or a precursor or some kind of warning that says, okay, Benoit's on the show. If you want to watch it, go for it. If not, change the channel. Or go to the other channel. There might be another WWE network at this point. There might be two, so you can change the other channel if you don't want to watch Benoit. I am not bitter at this decision. I'm just disappointed because WWE has gone so long to censor Chris Benoit from the WWE entirely, with the exception of, okay, he won the 2004 Royal Rumble. You can't have a fucking shirt made and sell to people to say, I won the 2004 Royal Rumble, which would be amazing, and I would buy that shirt, but you can't do that. You can't totally erase Benoit from history. You can't say a ghost fucking won the world title. You can't say Vacant held the title until Randy Orton beat him for it, which would make sense, because Vacant held the title for a long time recently at Hell in a Cell, in his whole Best for Business era. You could say Vacant won the world title from not Benoit, but Triple H and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 20. Or you could say it's the Bo Dallas Royal Rumble, the Stevie Richards. I've heard all these jokes, and they're hilarious to an extent, but they're getting old. So, it's about time you put Benoit on a network. But there's one thing I will never accept. Hopefully they never do this, and put Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame. That would be disgraceful for what he did. Because people, there's rumors, people saying that Kevin Sullivan killed him, and killed Woman, or Nancy Sullivan killed his family, which makes sense due to their rivalry. But at the same time, the concussions of Chris Benoit. In general, for those who don't know, he fucking went on a rampage for vengeance, lost his chance to the ECW title, and CM Punk got a push out of it. So everything happens for a reason. But, the concussions, Benoit's skull in general was fucked up. Pretty much twice as bad as the original, NFL football player and Hall of Famer. So, that's going to happen. But the one thing, Benoit, granted, was the most, if not one of the best technical wrestlers in this business, in this sport, professional wrestling, like this sport entertainment bullshit, the sport of wrestling. You look at his Japan shit, look at ECW shit, WCW, even WWE, WWF, look at all that, amazing talent, should be Hall of Fame, but my mind will never be in that because of what he did. Granted, it was steroids, obviously, and the amount of concussions that fucked him up and made him do what he did, and he realized it killed himself. What do you do? After that, go to jail. Or they kill you. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. But it's interesting to me that they would put Chris Benoit on this network. It pisses me off, really. It probably one of the main reasons I won't watch it. I love Benoit. I love watching the Benoit match. Don't get me wrong. But that's a big turn down. The network will probably fail just based on that, because people who hated Chris Benoit and hate him even more for his murders, aren't going to pay the network. Just for change the fucking channel, you'll lose revenue. They'd rather watch fucking Legends House or fucking Total Divas or fucking Who's on First, the James show. I don't know. He's on third. But anyway, it's a big hit. But I want to hear your opinions. I want to hear why you think this is a good thing. Why is this good? I don't know what else to say. I really don't. I'm just dumbfounded, if anything. But yeah. Do what you want. I want to hear back.